everyone, welcome to the channel. Here we review and talk about the movies and TV shows we watch, and try to make the best recommendations for you. If you like what you see, please support the channel by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Today, I'd like to highlight 5 films that will be released in theatres this year, and that you should definitely watch. First up, we have Kung Fu Panda 4, which will be released on March 8th. Jack Black will be reprising his role as Po, the Dragon Warrior. After 3 adventures in which he defied death by defeating world-class villains with his unrivaled courage and martial arts skills this time, and continuing his legendary adventures, the Dragon Warrior is now called upon to become the spiritual leader of the Valley of Peace. Now our hero must find and train a new Dragon Warrior, while an evil witch plans to summon all the great villains Po has defeated back from the spirit realm. He then has to ally himself with Jen, played by Awkwafina. Jen is a Corsican vixen, an intelligent and quick-witted thief who has the gift of irritating him. But her skills will prove invaluable in protecting the Valley of Peace from the claws of the chameleon. To accomplish that, this odd duo will have to find some common ground. Kung Fu Panda 4 coming out on the 8th of March. Following that, we will have on the 24th of May, Furiosa, a MAX Saga. Following on from Mad Max, Fury Road, which introduced us to the character of Furiosa, then interpreted by Charlize Theron. Furiosa, a Max Saga tells the story of the rebel warrior Furiosa before her encounter and alliance with Mad Max. While the whole world falls apart, young Furiosa is torn from the green place of many mothers and falls into the hands of a large horde of bikers, led by the warlord Dementus. After crossing the wasteland, they come upon the citadel headed by Joe the Immortal. As these 2 tyrants battle for dominance, Furiosa must survive many obstacles to find her way home across the devastated lands. Furiosa, a Max Saga will be released on May 24th. Then we have Inside Out 2 coming up on June 14th. A whole new adventure inside the head of now teenager Riley as she begins to feel all sorts of new emotions. Amy Poehler, Phyllis Smith and Lewis Black are reprising their respective roles as joy, sadness and anger. Riley has just graduated and is now a young teenager, which is causing quite a bit of upheaval at headquarters, where they have to deal with something unexpected: the arrival of new emotions. Joy, sadness, anger, fear and disgust, all of which have been working successfully for a long time. Now don't quite know how to react when anxiety arrives. And as it seems she's not the only one, things are about to change. Inside Out 2 is coming on June 14th. Then on 4 October, we have Joker, Folie, deux. It's the sequel to the movie Joker, released in 2019. The plot is currently unknown, but Joaquin Phoenix will once again portray one of the most twisted villains to ever appear in a film in writer-director Todd Phillips' musical, based on Batman's best fiend. Lady Gaga, who will portray psychiatrist-turned-psychopath Harley Quinn, joins him in this Joker sequel. If you like Harley Quinn, you can follow her adventures in the HBO Max animated series. Joker, Folie, deux, Madness for 2 in English, is coming out October 04. And finally, we have Gladiator 2 on November 22nd. Director Ridley Scott returns to direct the sequel to his critical and commercial success. Gladiator 2 will explore the story of Lucius, nephew of the Emperor Commodus, originally played by Spencer Treat Clark and Joaquin Phoenix. Paul Mescal will reprise the role of the adult Lucius, surrounded by Denzel Washington, Joseph Quinn, and Pedro Pascal. In addition, Connie Nielsen, Derek Jacobi and Jim and Hounsou return from the first film. The movie is supposed to come out on November 22nd. As well as these films, I'd like to mention Deadpool 3, coming up on July 26th. Deadpool and Wolverine are teaming up for a third installment. Hugh Jackman stepped down from the role after Logan in 2017, but his friend Ryan Reynolds convinced him to return. This will be Deadpool's first film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe after Disney's takeover of Fox in 2019. Ryan Reynolds has confirmed that the events of Logan won't be appearing in Deadpool 3, but hasn't given any further details. Alongside Hugh Jackman, Jennifer Garner will also appear in the film as Elektra. This will be her first reappearance in the role since Rob Bowman's Daredevil in 2003 with Ben Affleck and the character's own movie in 2005. You can find out what Deadpool and Wolverine have up their sleeve on July 26, 2024. Also currently in theatres, Mean Girl with the gorgeous Renee Rapp as Regina George. If you're a fan of the first film from 2004, you might like to take a look at this new version, currently in cinemas. The colour purple, like Mean Girl, is also a new iteration of an earlier film. But from what I've heard, this film is supposed to adapt the version of the well-known Broadway play of the same name. I would also like to mention that these release dates are for the United States. If, like me, you live in Europe, these dates can be different depending on the country you live in. Which of these movies will you watch? Please let us know in the comments what you think about them. I hope you've enjoyed our selection. If you appreciate this video, do not hesitate to like and subscribe. See you soon. Keep watching and thank you for supporting the channel.